Hello.
See what that friend just set up. It's going down. 31 or something. Well, I know he's 62 or something.
Are you ready?
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Jackson. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way. and then try and match his athleticism.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Let's go.
Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 3! Mike 3! You're not ready! You're not ready!
Throwing. Bridgewater. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Bridgewater on first down. They're going right back to Hamler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And KJ Hamler really started to come on strong late in his rookie year. 2nd-round pick out of Penn State in 2020. Shifty, excellent speed, and good hands that he exhibited right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Bridgewater to Fant. First down Broncos.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Mike six. Mike six. Check three. Check three. Check three. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Bridgewater gives to Williams here on the draw. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's see if I can make a field goal. .14-mile-per-hour wind.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. 3
Let's
yards on that last
go.
carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Is he blitzing or not blitzing?
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go. Hey, check back, back six. Hey, we got to get this stop.
Here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all
Holding.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jackson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 15.
Turn the heat on.
Here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And fights through one man. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
Let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
Bridgewater's throw there, complete to Hamler. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Bridgewater. Eluding. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Bridgewater to throw it. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here, because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Bridgewater now.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
No.
Top by Deshaun Elliott.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
KJ Hamler returning it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 4, check 4.
To throw, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat now, run the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Taking it about the 36. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They continue to look really sharp, Charles, in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they've been jet propelled here because they've ended up finding the end zone twice. including what we just saw there. Almost like they grabbed the hammer and fashioned a thunderbolt on that play.
And making that halftime tie a distant memory right now. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Get ready! Get ready!
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short term.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19. They'll go again with Dobbins.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Odafe Owe in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Let's put that team on the bus. Mike's in. Find out.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Delta. Mike six. Mike six.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. First down, Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further. He's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They go play action now. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 8. Here's a give to Dobbins. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Brown has the first down and much more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Jackson now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Excellent anticipation again by Justin Simmons. Read the play the entire way. Career high 5 interceptions in 2020. A first-time Pro Bowler. I doubt it'll be his last.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Check, 47. It's just
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
You got nothing. Go 7 to Mike. Go 7 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
On second down, it's Edwards. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Oh, the option right is Jackson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Jackson. Flushed out right.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Hamler now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
championships, baby. Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike. Check Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. 43 is the Mike. 43 is the Mike. Report. Shit.
Again, it's Edwards. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Check. Hey, middle. Both sevens and Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Here's 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check nickel. Five down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Fire down, fire down. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Desperation time, fourth down, Bridgewater. Gets this to Fant and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. To the air again with Bridgewater.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check, check. 3 down.
Now Bridgewater.
Able to find Judy.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Hey, 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 hey. Mike 6. Mike 6.
Bridgewater now from the 50.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Fire down. Check 52.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's see what you got. Mike 6. Mike 6. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Delta. 25. Check 25.
To throw is Bridgewater. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Wild Bill. Mike 3.
Bridgewater.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Hey, tight. Check the backer.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Throwing, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Bang, bang. Get wide now. Bang, bang.
Here's Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 0-0. All right, ball up. Ready? Mike 3. Mike 3. I got it.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
You don't want none. Fall down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters. Every 4 games and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.